Well, welcome in the kitchen. I'm so glad you're here, that you've joined me here in the kitchen. I'm going to make us a cake, yummy cake. Here a while back I made a lemon blueberry pound cake. Now I'm just going to make a lemon blueberry cake with blueberry buttercream cream cheese icing. Yum! I made strawberry cupcakes with strawberry buttercream cream cheese icing a couple of weeks ago, and that icing was so wonderful that I thought, I'm going to make a cake and just put the icing on a cake. And I'm going to show y'all how I do that. There's a secret ingredient, and I'll show y'all what that is in just a few minutes. But first of all, we're going to start with a cake mix, okay? You can take a cake mix and come up with all sorts of variations and just have a wonderful cake. So for this one, we're starting with a lemon cake mix, okay? See, it says lemon cake right there. I'm going to put it right here. Looked like it had some dust in it. Put right in there. Okie doke. Now then, for our cake, it says we need 3 eggs. So here's our eggs. Let me get these opened up. Here's our 3 eggs. I'm going to go ahead and crack those. Get those in there. There's one. I always crack them in a separate bowl so that... That's a big one. So if you get a piece of shell or something, you're not digging it out through cake flour or whatever you're putting it in. Or if one of them happens to be bad. All right, let me grab me a towel to wipe my fingers on. I didn't get out the beater for our cake. Let me grab that real quick. I moved them, y'all. I did. I put them down in here. Okay, there's our beater. Now then, it calls for a 1/3 of a cup of oil. So I've just got canola oil right here. And I'm going to measure out 1/3 of a cup. All right in there's our oil. Now then, it also calls for 1 cup of water. Bring y'all back up just a little bit. But here's where we're going to do some mixing, okay? Here's where we're going to get, so to speak, fancy, as my mama says. Here we go. I've got the food processor right here. And I got some blueberries. We are going to puree these blueberries. Make sure I get all those little bitty stems off of them. And I'm going to save some for garnish on the top. I've washed them good. They're in this colander here to drain. I don't want those little stems. You know, sometimes you have those. And there's a little stem. There's another little stem. You also want to look them good. Make sure there's not a bad one. Make sure they're all nice and plump and juicy. Found a couple bad ones. All right, let's mix these up here and see how many we've got. I just want to puree these down to where it's just really a lot of juice. And they're pureeing up very nicely. I don't want to puree up too many. All right, let's measure this out and see how much we've got. Okay, y'all, we've got almost a whole cup of blueberry puree right there. Okie doke. Now then, see, we got some lemons. We are going to juice these lemons right here into this bowl. And we're going to add this fresh lemon juice in with our blueberry puree to get us a whole cup. Well, I should have zested that lemon first. I meant to do that. I'll zest the next one because we're going to add some lemon zest to it as well. Let's see. Does that get us a cup? Not quite. So let's zest us a lemon here. I'm going to bring this up here because I'm going to put this lemon zest right into this bowl right here. Y'all, when you start zesting a lemon, you know you just go over it one time. Get that very outer edge because you don't want the white. That's called the pith, and it is bitter. And do you have to do this and add the lemon zest? No. But that's what's going to make this cake have such a deep flavor. Is the all right, there's our zest of one lemon. Now then, let's juice this lemon. We need just a little bit more juice to make our 1 cup. Y'all, this 1 cup here is replacing our water, okay? So y'all remember that. We'll add that. There we go. There's our cup. All right. Dump that right in there. All the lemon and blueberry goodness. What do I do with my spatula? There it is. Get all that in there. All right. Now then, let's get this to beaten up here. And we will beat this for 2 minutes, and then I'll be right back. Okay, here we are back. It says beat at medium speed for 2 minutes. It's kind of a green color, isn't it? That's where I added that yellow and blue make green. So we were having a green cake. That's all right. It's going to taste good. It's going to taste wonderful. Okay. Here is our cake pan. That back out of the way. Here's our cake pan. You know, cake mixes aren't as big as they used to be, y'all. You only get, I mean, this is a 9x13 pan. You about have to have 2 cake mixes for a 9x13 anymore. I could probably put this in 1 round pan. Because look at that. That doesn't even cover the bottom of my cake pan. All right, now I'm going to put this over here in a 350-degree oven till the toothpick inserted in the middle comes out clean or almost clean. If you've got a few crumbs, that's okay. That means your cake is just going to be real moist, which is a better cake than a dry cake, okay? So I'll be back when I get this out of the oven. Okay, y'all, he's hollering he wants to go to Five Guys, and I'm getting ready to cook supper. We're going to make our icing. Our cake is done. It's out of the oven. It's over here cooling. So let's get our icing together. And for this icing, I'll have to go over here and get some more stuff out. I didn't get everything out. You need 8 ounces. Y'all just have to overlook him. 8 ounces of room temperature cream cheese. Okay. Right in there. Kaboom. Let me grab out the powdered sugar. And we need 1 stick, and I'm using salted. If you don't have salted, use unsalted. 99% of the time, use salted butter. Just like the flavor of it better. All right, right in there's our stick of butter. And I'm going to turn this on. And I've got a paddle attachment, not a whisk. Okay? When you're making this kind of an icing, you do not want to use a whisk. It whips it. You don't want to whip this. You want to beat it. So you've got your beater. Okay? And I'm going to turn that up and just let that beat. And that cream cheese and the butter get all together in there. And while that's doing that, I'm going to show y'all what we're going to use. Freeze-dried blueberries to make our icing blueberry. Okay? And I opened these up. I'm going to use the whole pouch. I'm going to put that back there and turn it off so I can talk to y'all about these blueberries. Maybe y'all can hear me now. These blueberries I get at Trader Joe's. All my freeze-dried fruits I get at Trader Joe's. If you don't have a Trader Joe's, you can probably order them from Amazon. They won't be Trader Joe's brand, but you could probably order them from Amazon. And these are freeze-dried whole blueberries, okay? And I took and let the air out of this package, and it's got a zipper seal back, and I sealed it back with most of the air out of it. And then I take this right here, use the flat side, not the pointed side, the flat side, and I just do this. And this just really crushes them up. Because you want them to be a powder, okay? So, with that said, let's start adding some powdered sugar to our icing. I usually fluff this up before I add it because it's really, just turn it on low and let that come together, and then we'll add a little bit more. I'm also going to add a little bit of vanilla and a pinch of salt. There's our little pinch of salt. And there's our vanilla. Now then, let's add some more powdered sugar. Y'all, I don't have measurements for this. I did not learn to make icing with measurements. I learned to make it by look and feel. And I have tried to come up with measurements, and I just don't have them for you. But you just mix this up and you want to beat it. And you add the sugar and it kind of, I won't say liquefies, it really softens the cream cheese and the butter together when you start adding the sugar. And I just add it a scoop at a time, which that might be half a cup scoop maybe. This is just a little Tupperware scoop. Let's see if it says on here anywhere. I've had this little scoop forever. If you don't have any and want them, I'm sure you can find them on. They're Tupperware. Some of mine are not Tupperware, but this particular one is. Now then, I'm going to add our blueberries. I'm going to bring y'all over here so you can see down in there as I add these blueberries. This blueberry is just kind of like a, see, I've got it to where it's just a powder. We're going to turn it up here and then we're going to taste it and see if it needs anything. Look at that pretty, beautiful blue icing. Purple. It's purple, isn't it? It's not really blue, it's purple. Let's taste it. See if it needs anything. Nope. Doesn't need a thing. Does not need one thing. See how creamy that is? Okie doke, that's all there was to that, y'all. Now then, I'll get our cake over here and we'll put the icing on it. You want to? All right, here's our cake. Our yummy, yummy cake. Can y'all see it down in here? Well, I think you can see it. And since this is just a cake for us to eat, I'm not layering it. I'm just going to put this icing right here over the top. Just like this. I'll get back our heavy spatula again. We're going to have a lot of icing. But you know what? The icing is what is so good. Isn't that pretty? I make a beautiful purple icing. No food coloring, just blueberries. Such a pretty color. Our cake is so pretty and yellow. All right, doesn't that look pretty? Now let's put some blueberries on the top of it. I want to. They're still dripping. I'll get me a paper towel and kind of dry these off just a little bit because they're very wet. They're wanting to roll away from me. Some of them are gotten soft. Don't want to use those. I want it to be nice firm blueberries. Nice, big, plump, firm blueberries. Y'all let me know what you do with your fresh blueberries. I'm so glad we've got more farmers markets around than we used to have, and we can actually get good local fresh produce in the summertime. He's still hard and he wants to go to Five Guys. We may have to take him in a minute. Who knows? Who knows? With Mr. Andy, what we might have to do. Try to get some all over it so that nobody gets left out. There's one of those little stems. You could make this with frozen blueberries if you wanted to. You do not have to use fresh blueberries. You don't have to use fresh lemons. You could use lemon juice. All right, I believe this is enough berries for the top. I believe everybody could have a berry there. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Our fresh lemon blueberry cake. Yum. We'll have us a piece after a while. And it'll be good, y'all. I know it will be. Y'all remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a video. That'll be all for this one. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.